Hi, and welcome to Elise Talks. I want to share an experience that I had a couple of years ago. I was looking for an instructor to come to work for me in a corporate fitness facility. And I reached out to some of my contacts and said, have you got somebody? And a few people came back with names for me. And two people came back with the same person. So I was like, okay, I'm going to start here. This sounds good. So I phoned this lovely lady and I explained to her who I was, and I told her who had referred her, and told her what I was looking for, and asked her if she might be willing to come in and have a look at the facility and meet with me in person, and just kind of get a feel for if this was the right environment for her, which I want to throw out there is very important for you. In any work scenario, it's always good to determine if it works for you as well. Not just if the person hiring you accepts you, but if you accept them as well. Anyways, after we discussed the class format that I was looking to fill and the requirements that I had, and just a few of the like business details before she came in to meet me, she said to me, "Oh, so just so you know, I don't look like the typical fitness person. I'm more, I've got curves." And I remember thinking like, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Not judging her for saying that, but just feeling so sad that she felt that she had to warn me before she came in. So I immediately stopped her in her tracks there and said, listen, hey girl, I am as average as they get. Like, never, ever feel like you have to apologize or like make this a precondition to coming into a job. Like, and I mean, she'd been teaching for a while, so I was surprised she felt that she had to do it, but I was kind of brokenhearted about it. It brought me to mind this quote from Wayne Dyer, who, and I don't remember which book it was in, but I've got the quote, and he says, "To be attached to your physical appearance is to ensure a lifetime of suffering." And then I'm going to skip down past him, but he says, put your own thinking energy into the divineness that is you. This lovely woman who came to work for me, who came in and had so much energy, who filled the empty spot that I had, and then turned out to have an additional certification that was actually quite hard to find in the city that I wanted to bring into the facility. So she was like a 2-for-1 sale, like a brilliant 2-for-1. She was amazing, and I loved her. She came in and she was like, I always wear lipstick when I teach, and she would come in, she'd have this bright red lipstick on and like sweating like everyone else in her workout clothes. But just, I remember just thinking, what kind of world are we living in that somebody has to tell you, oh, I don't look like everyone else? It also brought me back to experiences I'd had where I felt self-conscious. I've said this in other videos, but for years I would go to fitness conferences and I would stand at the back. I would always hide at the back. Or if they were like, hey, we're looking for somebody to come up and volunteer and help out, I'd be like, oh, no, you don't. No. This is not good enough to be seen by other people. This is not of any value compared to what everyone else looks like. Never, ever let that limit you. Don't let that stop you. Don't ever feel like you have to apologize. If you're working on you, if you want to make things better, go for it. Put the steam and the energy into it. But please always, always see your value. I love what Wayne Dyer says where he says, to be attached to your physical appearance is to ensure a lifetime of suffering. From the minute we draw our first breaths, people, we are deteriorating. We're aging. Our bodies are breaking down. It happens. There's nothing we can do about it. And if we tether all of our happiness to how we look and how this appearance goes before us, before everything else, we're always going to be trying to measure up, and we're always going to be trying to make something better that we can't necessarily stop or change the process on. Also, if somebody thinks you're good enough and they tell you somebody has referred you to them, I want you to take a minute to be like damn proud, like to feel good about who you are, to realize that somebody said, yeah, this person comes to mind and they're of value. Put that in your pocket, save it for when you need it, but absolutely hang on to it, because it is so valuable and so powerful to know that someone else thinks that highly of you. So, it was an interesting experience. It was the first time I'd really run into that in all the years that I've doing it, where I had to say to somebody like, oh my gosh, you trust me. If so-and-so says I should hire you, I already know you're going to be fantastic. And empower this person to walk into that facility and not give one thought to how they look, but to know like, no, I want you here. Like, I've phoned you. I'm looking for you. You'd be amazed what that can do for staff or for children or somebody else that you support in your life as well, to give them that boost. So use it, okay? Use it for yourself if you're struggling. If you have the opportunity to use it for someone else, use it for someone else. But build them up and forget how that package should look. It means nothing about your value. You got this, okay? We've got this. We're all working on it. We can keep working on it. We can do it together. All right, thanks for joining me. Have a great day.